So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is about rest. I like how me starting this topic on rest extremely unrestfully, as you do. As you do. Today's stream topic is about rest. I've been working a little bit, making stuffs, and upon being asked today what I have been working on, I got to say nothing. That true? Technically, it's true. I did make some connections. I did do some speakies to people, but I didn't do any work. I'm just I'm just setting myself up for more work later, kind of vibe, which is good, right? But in this moment, I get to rest. I am home alone, and I feel like there's a certain restfulness in that experience as well. But also a restlessness in other ways too. I realize definitely that there is a want in me to have other creatures in my space. Even if those other creatures in my space can also add other difficulties, can add restlessness, right? I would rather have the creatures than the rest. And I feel maybe that is very poetic and perfectly related to today's stream topic because that is kind of the vibe, right? Rest means something differently for each and every single one of us. I will never rest in the way many people think rest is supposed to be rested, right? But in the way that I choose to rest, I rest all the time. I rest too much, I think. Work, lurk, talking about, right? Workies. Great big lovings to you too. Thank you, Zhao. So nice of you. Love is true. And I am allowing myself some rest. Hey, Joy. Thank you for joining us too. It's nice having you here. I have a little bit of a gifted nug made into pieces in here. I think a guy called Keeds. No, Keaton. Keaton grew this bud. I think he grew it. I think that's how it was articulated to me. But I, of course, sit down with him. They sit kind of at the table that the mapping was happening at. And then I come and sit down next with them, right? Oh, look, a freshly shorn milk. I'm not freshly shorn. I'm just like semi-shorn, but shorn I am. And I just sit down with these strangers, and I see them looking at each other like, did this guy just did this guy just rock up to our table like he owns this place? And for what it's worth, that was my table. Just so they fucking know. That was my table. That was the table I had for sitting on. I wasn't using the whole table, so I wasn't salty about it. But I did rock up there like it's my table. And then they go like, should we move? And I'm like, no, of course not. I'm sitting with you now. Now we're sitting together. Don't you understand? And then I proceed to ask them, do they know what a Dynavap is? And usually they say no because they're South Africans. And then I bring out the Dynavap. And then I get to show them this little piece of metal that I'm holding on to. And I get to give it to them and they get to be like, it's a metal, wow, how work? And then I show them how work. And then they like. But this specific nug that I have in here right now, I shared it with a guy. And he was like, can I try some of my own bud in that? And I'm like, of course you can. And the best part you'll get to taste the difference from my bud to your bud. And then I crush like a little mini nugger for him. I put it in the Dynavap, and then I get to watch his face as he experiences his own bud in my mind for the first time. He's been smoking it. He's been smoking it for a long time, but now he gets to vape it, and just seeing his face be like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what your bud tastes like. And he was so stoked about it that he gave me one of his nugs. And this is the last of that nug that he gave me. It's very it's very savory as of a flavor. Mm. Dynavamps have this massive dude, bro. Do you even CrossFit energy about them? They do. They are very much Californian, I feel. I don't think they're made in California actually, but they have this like Californian is it California? No, now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah. They have this Californian tech bro vibe. Little bit. It is an engineering company technically. Why go with the why go with the man fur? It was itching. It reached a point where it was itching on my face, and then I was like, it feels better. It feels better for me a little bit. I think I look younger when I don't have a beard, so maybe in my mind it's like, good, good, look young and desirable, good, good, society, good, make good. Stop, stop being like that. I'm going to go and pick lemons and listen. When life doesn't give you lemons, go and pick some. Nancy, that's basically what I read. Dynababs have this massive bro, do you even CrossFit energy bro about them? I mean, today's stream topic is, do you even rest? And it is made with this, or that it is said, it is titled with the intention of being like, do you even lift? But do you even rest? Like, do you allow yourself rest? Oh, I wrote ever. Do you ever rest? Damn. Joke disintegrated. Kristen is here with us as well. We have Lozana too. Bless you. It's nice having you friends. Sam, can I tell you about our Lord and Savior Dynavab? Yes, Joy Beef. I love that line. It's so sacrilege, but it makes me freaking happy. Oh man, I'm not getting into the stoner cult, Joy Beef. You're already in the stoner cult. What do you mean, Sam? You've been like a community admin this whole time. Oh, geez, I shouldn't say stuff like that. This is satire. That is nice. That's not satire. That's just so kind. And I don't know how to describe that flavor. Not properly, but I'll try. That's definitely the end cycle. Whew. I'm fine. It's just vapor. And there's no smoke in my lungs, at least. But it does add tightness. Like getting a dab hug almost. Alright. So, if I had to, gun to my head, describe the flavor of that strain, it would be something like ginger biscuits being baked in the same room that garlicky meat is being cooked in, right? But just enough so that when you open the oven and all of that ginger biscuit cookie dough-ness hits your face, and you get overwhelmed by that vapor, you also have like some remnant, some hints of like the garlicky, like burger patty, garlicky burger patty meat being cooked in the background. That's the closest I can describe. And it is nice. It is nice. I don't know why. I'm gonna keep moving the camera. For some reason, apparently that's better. You let me know. You let me know. You want more angles? You want this angle? You want angle like this? You're like, what the hell are you doing, Mel? So my mind, as of late, when I'm thinking about this space afterwards, I go, you should have more dynamic shots. The camera should move more. You should have like shots that are novel, that people don't get to see in their day-to-day lives. They get to see persons sitting day to day every day. You need to do something else. that's that's my tisms reacting, like moving my body in a way. So just so you know, just so you know. And then I was also at the same time being like, if I have a microphone, it's easier for me to put my camera wherever I want to. But I don't know if that's better either. So good. It's been said. Now that it's been said, I don't have to feel weird about it. Oh my goodness. When life gives you lemons, when life doesn't give you lemons, go and pick some. Mel, did you come up with that just now? Yes. I mean, it was right there. I'm gonna go and pick lemons and listen. I don't know why. In my mind, that was just the most appropriate response. If life doesn't give you lemons, go and pick some. I'm happy that you like that. Thank you, Lovisana. You make me feel special. You're already in the stoner cult, Sam. Speaking as someone who grew up in the church, there is a difference between attending the cult and running the cult. What's the difference? Is one of us more guilty? Am I the guilty one? Am I doing something wrong right now? No, surely not. I'm just chilling. I'm just literally just chilling. I'm just sitting here. You looking at me looking at you, looking at me, looking at us from the external perspective, being like, what the hell's going on here? Stop it myself. No, stop. Oh, goodness. What are you saying you don't attend? No, I think she's saying she's not running it, so it's better? Is it better? No. We will pay for the non-believer's soul, Kristen. I want you to stop moving the damn camera. That's what I want. Now suddenly I'm like have this visceral urge to move the camera, but I won't. I'm just looking. I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of time how long it takes me at this point. Wants to reach. No, no, put hand down. Sam, I flippin' love you, friends, and your lit wit. So much lovins. Allow me to gush as I start my daily feeling overwhelmingly lovingly towards y'all. It's nice being loved by you, y'all. Thank you for sending that into the world. This is nice. The sun earlier in yoga was so bright that just over video it was enough to make my skin smoke and inhibit my movement speeds. This is better. This is the lighting you want. I wonder. We haven't actually tried one of them in a while. Where are they? Here they are. Yeah. Oh man, did they? They did actually get no. They didn't. Yeah. Remember this filter? It messes with my brain too, you know? Like the way it messes with you, it messes with me too. So there's like dual confusion going on here. It's good. Weird filter, I love it. Yes, we'll do it. We'll do it. I don't know why, but suddenly I felt called to weird filter. Sam, I flip love is true. We don't shun the non-believer. Shun shun. Sorry, I love Charlie the Unicorn. Did I watch Charlie the Unicorn? Hey Google, Charlie the Unicorn? No, I think I did, but a long, long time ago. Like I mean, it's 2008 that the original Charlie the Unicorn came out. For some reason, my mind thought about Centaur World as soon as I heard Charlie the Unicorn. Also, quite an interesting show. I wanna, I don't know if it's good necessarily. They can shoot small versions of themselves out of their hoofs. That horn is not for me, but it is still, still inside my brain. Shame, shame, shame. I will use it if someone sends me one. I will not pay for an expensive smoking apparatus. I mean, someone's gonna have to pay for it if you're gonna be sent one. If you smoke weed, gonna both save you in material, which will potentially save you in money, which means that the expense that is the expensive smoking apparatus will recuperate itself relatively quickly. And then ultimately, you get to have a better experience experientially in the moment with your flower, which is wins. And then ultimately, double triple ultimates, you save your health, right? Marijuana, fortunately, doesn't have the reputation that tobacco has on our health, where it gives us cancer in that same way. However, it's better to not smoke carcinogens in general, right? So if you're hitting like bong rips every day, smoking normally, it is worse for you, right? So you're not spending money on an expensive smoking apparatus. You're spending money on your own well-being. You're spending money on your own quality of life in the moment, right? I have literally, from disgust, coughed to the point of almost wanting to throw up from smoking bongs, right? Like it's not nice when you hit the bong. It's not exactly refreshing. It's more like devastating in a way that you might want to be devastated, and I get it. However, I don't particularly enjoy being devastated. Love is true, and I like things that are good for you. I had to say you because it rhymes, but yes, good for us, you know. No, 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 no. Mel, that is freaking profound. When life doesn't give you lemons, go and pick some. I've only been able to pick lemons once in Palm Springs about 8 years ago. They were Mayer lemons. Gorgeous. I made marmalade out of them. It's long gone. That sounds actually super nice. No. John just asked me a question, but I don't have the credits. I don't have the credits. Sounds so fucking dystopian. He's asking me I should let him know if I'm making something. I got access to a very powerful tool today. Well, I'm saying I got access. They made access to it available. I've had access to the tool for a while now. I just got the upgrade to the tool I already had. And it is good for all intents and purposes. For the stuff that we're doing right now, it is very good. Like, amazingly so. And we are going to be able to do very cool things with that. However, it costs like 10 credits a second, which means it will cost about mm, 10 cents for 10 seconds. Doesn't sound that bad. I think it's $10 for 100 seconds of creations, right? But again, during the process, you are iterating and you are experimenting and you are fine-tuning what you want. And in that process, you end up not using a lot of the stuff that you're actually making, which means that you end up needing 3 times as much credits as you maybe want to end up with content with. Kind of vibe. So it'll be like $30 for 100 seconds of content, which is a minute and a bit, right? That's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And I will probably still make use of that tool, but it will again be but a transition more than it will be the center point. Yes, Mel. I am old, thanks. Did I call anybody old? I don't remember myself saying that. Love is true. I think you need to be a different tax bracket to use marmalade. What's the difference between jelly and marmalade? Marmalade has skins in it, right? Like you put the skins of the lemon in the jam as well. I think that's what that's the differentiating point between jelly and marmalade. Yeah, jelly has no bits in it. Jam has bits in it. Marmalade has not just bits, but also bits and pith for a nice bitterness. This is true. Thank you for that beautiful, and thorough explanation. Oh my goodness, I love orange marmalade and yogurt. Yes, magnifique. I'm sorry. Is there some effect on Mel's camera, or have I lost my mind? We're all losing our minds. And I think that mind that we're losing was never ours in the first place. Deep thoughts with Mel. Maybe you losing your mind means that it wasn't yours in the first place. I should stop. I should have been stopping right now. I'm stopping. I use glass pipes and chillums that I regularly clean. I enjoy the taste, and they do the job. You only enjoy the taste because you don't know better. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sam. But that's what my mind says I was supposed to say. What can I do? It's like, no. Actually, no. And I get it. I do get it. I used to have a chillum as well. But now, my chillum sleeps horizontally somewhere in a drawer, indefinitely. And I do not miss him. Sounds very brutal, you know. sounds so mean. But it is from a perspective of like taste. It's again, right? It is a taste thing. It's like steak, and I think I can appeal to you in this way, actually, Sam. And I can see you. I can feel your furrowed eyebrows right now. Please stop, unfurrow your eyebrows. It's like steak, right? Like I trust that you're probably not the kind of person that wants to have their steak extremely well done to the point of it being, substitutable with like car tires rubber. You probably like your steak a little bit more on the succulent side as well, right? A little bit more juicy, a little bit more tender. And it's the same thing with your bud. It's the exact same thing, right? Your steak tastes better more flavorful when there's a little bit more moisture in it, as compared to being completely burnt to a crisp, right? And then this fractal, right? Like you technically get to experience your bud through that cycle, like rare, just the terpenes, or like well done to the point where it's a little bit brown in your bowl. Where if you're using a chilim or a bong, you have only ever tasted your steak literally burnt to a crisp, like burnt to black, burnt to being like a piece of chalk you can make black lines on the floor with, right? That's the only way you've ever tried your steak. And then you're like, yeah, no, Mel, I like my steak that way. And I'm like, no, please, let me show you there's a better way to eat your steak, please, please. And trust, everybody that eats their steak the better way is like, this steak is amazing. This tastes so good. I'm like, yo, that's what steak tastes like. Steak tastes like that. It doesn't taste like it tastes when it's burnt. It doesn't taste like that. It's not the flavor. All right, analogy made. I'm gonna move on. Like, I really wish that Dynavap was paying me to be. It very much is like a I'm a human being and I have senses, right? And I get to experience this world through my senses as this human being. And I assume, to be honest, you are a human being as well with these senses, right? And in that way, I'm like, if you have these senses, I want your senses to experience the best possible stuff that this world has to offer. And then from that perspective, I tism forward, as you do. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thought I dropped my phone in the water. It's just Melty's effect. Bless you. What's the tool? It's called Gen 3 on Runway ML. It is pretty impressive. I mean, we can. Can we? I think, yeah, we can. I think we can. Watch. Like, that's the crazy thing about these tools as well. Is I don't even have to get off of my seat. P hours. I'm gonna talk to this model as well because I'm lazy and I want to do more for me. Today, we're talking about, do you even rest? Can you please give me a beautifully descriptive shot of someone sinking deeply into a state of rest, with the rest of the world just melting away around them as there is a deep sense of tranquility that comes over them? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I open this one. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. No, no, no. Yes, it is working. Good, good. This pleases me. It's really thinking about it. I wonder if they're spiting me a little bit. I did cancel my GPT subscription again today. All right, so I'm gonna literally now do this. In a quiet corner of the world, hmm, I'm gonna use the word, but I'm not gonna tell you. Sinks deeply into a state of rest, their bodies surrendering to the soft embrace of the earth beneath. The bursting noise of life fades into a distant hum, as if the world itself melts away into the ether. Their breath slows, each inhale and exhale a gentle wave washing over a serene shore. A profound sense of tranquility envelops them, a warm cocoon of peace that soothes every muscle and quiets every thought. Time stretches and bends, losing its grip. Let's see what it does. Oh, I just made a 10-second one. Let's hope it's good. But now, there is now a machine in the background that is going to interpret those words and will create something that has never before been seen by human eyeballs. Out of latent space, out of the potential for everything, something will grace us, right? And like that is something I can just access on the cell phone right now. Woo! I was panicking for like 5 seconds, bless you. Meltmore, you said the video was really old, so I was just joking that I watched of the old stuff. No, sorry, I wasn't meaning it like that. I was just four. I was just 10. I was 10 when that video came out, so I didn't have the internet yet, I think. We were all around in 2008, or else everything was created last Thursday, exactly. About old vintage. Yeah, exactly. Life is good. Vintage a lot lately. I prefer it to antique, exactly. Now, it looks like when one of my kids' drawings, after going through the washing machine, rainbow swirls. Let's see how far this thing is. It's done. It is done. Let's see it together. What are we looking at, you're asking, Melt? I don't know either. I don't know if it's good. Again, this is what I meant with the whole refinement process. Like now, we're getting like this output. There's like a bowl of energy. It's pretty cool. It's a very dynamic, like over the mountains, energy expansive shot. But it just costs like, yeah, $8. $8 to make that. Yeah, literally. Because it's 1,000 credits for $10, and it costs 100 credits to make 10 seconds of video, which we just made. So it's like $8 for that. Very strong tool, but again, I don't have the credits, bro. I don't want to be spending credits making a lot of stuff like that. If it's not gonna be guaranteed good, kind of vibes. It's like steak. I've watched you pre-grind your bud, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've watched you pre-grind your bud. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the terpenes get destroyed and lost minutes after it's ground. That's where you're losing taste. You are wrong, Sam. And I'm sorry to say it that definitively, but all of our Dynavap users in this space will agree with me on that. You can crush a nug of wheat, and you can literally leave it in there for a week and hit it with your Dynavap. You might lose some flavor, but most of your flavor will still be in your wheat with your Dynavap. You lose all the flavor as soon as you put fire on it, instantaneously. That's where you lose flavor. And you will not be able to convince us because you do not have the perspective that we do, unfortunately, on this particular topic. And I do not pre-grind my wheat. I grind like a little nugger at a time, like that big. It's usually my preferred. And then it gets Dynavapped. Right? Like literally less wheat than you would crush for a single joint. I crush in my grinder for the Dynavap. Like I'm gonna go down this fact. Not to mention the fact that only getting half the molecule is not enough for me. I need both halves, and I'm not going to use half burnt bud to make butter when I can use it all at once. You do get all of the compounds in the weed. I don't know why we're arguing about this. Like, you don't have to get yourself one, right? Like, you're literally done. But I was just sharing an anecdote from my life how someone loved it so much they wanted to give me some of their weed for free, and then I got to experience it. Now, almost 2 weeks later, and it still tastes amazing with the Diet. When I was sharing that, right? I wasn't trying to direct a personal attack at anybody, but okay. I had Mandarin butter strain last night and it blew my freaking mind. It literally tasted and had the consistency of smooth butter smoked with Mandarin zest. So smooth and bright. No, I think it's because you vaped your bud directly after crushing it. That's why it tasted so good. I'm just not poking now. Now I am poking fun. This time that was a poking fun moment. Did you see the difference? But yeah, that sounds very nice. I would like some Mandarin butter. I haven't had something quite like that. I've had Mandarin cookies, which has that element to it, but it doesn't have that butteriness. It has more like cookie vapor flavors instead of butter. Do I rest? No. Would I like to? Maybe. Will I have the time? Unlikely. I feel we might need to like take out 15 minutes to meditate at the very least, Doc. That's what I've been called to do at least. When I get into these grooves of like workings, I need to at least have like 15 minutes in my day where I can just sit and do nothing. Try and think about nothing. I'll catch up on sleep when I die. Well, that was a bit more daunting than I expected, but the fragrance made it all worthwhile. I feel like I'm maybe missing a comment or two. Let me see. Joe, I felt the way until kid. Now my body begs for it. My brain is like mush. I feel like I did miss a little bit of Nancy's comment. Bit more daunting than I expected. It's okay. Looking at that, the rainbow filter makes me feel like I'm having a stroke. How about this beam of light still coming through as well? Selective hearing and dumb jokes are close to follow. Had the same reaction. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Did someone say road trip? Rabbit. Bless. Love is true. Ah, okay. That was a bit more daunting than I expected. The picking of the lemons, but the fragrance made it all worthwhile. Having like those citrusy smells on your hands also is something that pleases me. That was the beautiful fragrance. I don't know if there were any like little citrus flowers on that lemon tree. Probably not because they have mature lemons, but the smell of citrus flowers, the fragrance on that as well for me is absolutely divine. And now that I'm thinking about it, I will at some point, suddenly I second guess. There's a little creature on that mountain right now. It's not a monkey. It's some sort of marsupial or some type of rodent. It's already out of my field of vision, and the camera won't be good enough for me to show you. How cute. Alright. Yeah, what I wanted to say is I wanted to harvest some citrus flowers and then dry them out. And then you can technically put them in the Dynavap as well. But then I thought to myself that every little flower I take won't become an orange or a grapefruit or a lemon. I know that in some cases they do actually do that intentionally, where it's a practice where they do prune some of the flowers so there's less fruits on the branches and they end up growing a little bit more big and they don't stress the branches as much or something. So maybe there is a medium to be had. I'm going to go and pick avos today. Mangoes come soon, bro. Lucky. We are out of mango season right now. And I would like some more mangoes. This stream was supposed to be about rest. Melt is toasted and seeing spirits on the mountaintops. Yeah. Maybe I'm just feeling awkward. I'm just feeling a little bit awkward. Like I feel like this is supposed to be a nice, restful stream. And now I just feel kind of like you know. You know? You know what I mean? I'm excited for the moringa. Moringa trees. I planted moringa seeds last year and the tree is almost 2 meters high. Less. Yeah, moringa leaves are known to have medicinal benefits. It's like a very well documented and widely used herb here in like Africa as well. I'm pretty sure. Hey Google, tell me about the medical benefits of moringa. Moringa may have several health benefits such as protecting and nourishing the hair and skin, treating swelling, protecting the liver, treating stomach upsets, fighting foodborne bacteria infections, and even improving eyesight. It is anti-inflammatory, is high in vitamins and minerals, helps with chronic disease prevention, helps with bone and joint pain, helps with weight management, lowers blood pressure and heart rate, helps with uterine contractions, helps with cell. Oh no, these are side effects. These are side effects. Potential side effects that it could lower your blood pressure and heart rate. It can give you uterine contractions. It can cause cells to mutate. It can interfere with fertility. It can upset your stomach again. And it can also interact with diabetes, blood pressure, and thyroid medications. Seems like a very, very stackoed bobaccoed plant. May you have a beautiful journey with that plant medicine. It's already 2 meters high, dude. That is kind of wild. How fast they grow. Moringa is actually 100% edible and iron rich. Yep. You can like eat the actual plant. You can just straight up go straight for it. I actually took a little popcorn nug of the mandarin butter and placed it in the hole of the Dynavap. I've never done it that way. Best quality thick vapor I've ever had. Popcorn buds for the win. Put the whole nug inside the head of the Dynavap. Like I tend to be very peculiar, right? Like even after I've vaped all of my bud, that's still what it looks like. You're like, Mel, that looks green. It is. It is green. Just less green. But I don't like to go further than that. It changes the flavor. Again, you go from tasting the notes, the music, to just tasting the noise. I don't grind my butt for the Dynavap. I just pinch little nugs. John was doing it that way as well when he just got his one song. Maybe that is a viable option. Roots, leaves, fruit bark, and sap. That all sounds actually nice. Sorry, Joe, I'm way behind and Duckling is the man this morning. I am an experienced backpacker of 20 years. You and I could tear off the trail, easy peasy. Tastes like horseradish. We're friends. Alright, I'm gonna pull a card and then we're going to finish up for today. Hey, Stefan. Mr. Aegon Hex. Just in time for a card. Nice dodge of the space bar. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What do you think of this card? The Heart Woman. All right. Lake of Ozarks. We should go Sasquatch. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bless. All right. Page number 61. Inner Knowing and Integrity. That's a great card. I really like this one as well. I always say Sister Sunshine when I see this card. Weirdly enough, I don't know if you know this, Joe Schmo, but at one point I was lovingly addressing our brothers in this space as Brother Bear, right? Brother Bear, an affectionate word. And then Kira Burb basically was like, hey, Mel, you don't have like a sister word for your female viewers. And then I was like, yeah, we can go like Brother Bear and Sunshine Sister. So I feel that, bro. Our Sunshine Sisters. Sending all of our Sunshine Sisters so much lovin's. Holding all of the flowers. Holding all of this space. This hard woman is filled to bursting with the radiance of the universal love and light that shines from within. She holds in her arms 3 water lilies which represent our potential for enlightenment, and she is surrounded by vibrant feather-like geometry borrowed from a 2006 crop formation. She stands firm in heart essence and here represents the highest and best in all of us. This card requests that you, man or woman, connect with this woman of the heart and your inner knowing and core integrity. How might you more fully embrace life's potential and live wholly from your heart? What must come to the surface in order for you to live your personal truth? Be not afraid. Release feelings of inadequacy and realize that by the original integrity of your soul, You are a powerful being of manifestation. The original integrity of your soul as a powerful being of manifestation. You are the beloved child of God, the universe, everything. Perfect and whole, nurtured and loved. Resolve today to connect with your inner knowing and the reality of your divinity. This brilliance is fundamental to all beings. As you let your gift shine, you also give others permission to do the same. As you liberate yourself from worry of not being good enough, your presence will without doubt liberate others. Allowing your light to be a beacon of support and encouragement in someone's darkness may aid in liberating them from the shadow and dullness that holds many in doubt. Stand fully in your own inner knowing and trust the integrity of your heart. Yo, what a card! That card was so intense, I feel like I have a mild headache just listening to it. Goodness. I feel like it's a good universal term for blessed feminine. Agreed. See, arrives late, story of my life. You are here, Simon, present in this moment alongside all of us. Given the opportunity to appreciate again another day, mine is coming to its end. The sun is about to set. And then it'll be up to you, friends. It's your chance to go and do something. To touch lives, to rest, if that's what you need to do. That is technically today's stream topic, so. Our doubts can be used as fuel. We can utilize the emotion as a spark for action. I agree. I agree that we can. That is something we can do. Hey, Laxat!
How are you?
You good in yourself, man?
I'm good.
Is the fire dead now?
What?
Is the fire dead now?
Yes, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Keeps happening. Thank you, man. There was fire. Bet you didn't even know. Maybe actually that's why I have a headache, because I've been sitting out here breathing freaking smoke this whole time. That makes sense as well. Show that might work for fair as well. Eliminate the doubt with aggressive curiosity. Yeah, weirdly enough, I actually agree with that. Welcome to Fireland. Yeah, South Africa is very cool. More fire. Yeah. More fire. More fire there was. And my brain feel like it's operating at 5% capacity. And I'm now only realizing it's because like I've been smelling smoke this whole time breathing. Which means that I'm breathing in some sort of part per million of smoke, and my brain is like, okay, I get it. I get it. I want to go inside. Fine. I'll take you inside, I say to my human body. You sit in the smoke, be like, oh, what's happening? My brains. That's totally what it's like. Look at that sun. I wonder if it's gonna transfer though. Yeah, it will. There goes the sun. Doo 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 doo. There goes the sun. And I say, I can take you inside. Smells pretty smoky in here too. It's kind of dark in here. I'll finish my stream outside and then move inside. My brain, my brain feels like it's lagging right now. Please, someone send help. It might also be in part, and I'm more than willing to admit this. Me hitting like 2 bowls of that bud in a 58-minute time span, that might have been too much. That might have been the thing that broke the camel's back. Trippy melt vision, dizzy hippies, awesome South African sunset, bless. Will I still go blind if I look at the sun on my screen? No, fortunately you don't. Hacks, you get to look straight at the sun on the screen. My brain instantly thinks of Waterloo sunset. Waterloo, everyone's scared. I'm gonna say bombs. Today we talked about no. Can you write me a goodbye message with what we just talked about? I don't have to tell them what we talked about because I already told them what we're talking about. Missed this stream, big time. It's okay. Melty got too high. No, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I say. My mind is so salty right now. I want to keep like poking fun and making jokes and being like, good thing I'm not. I'm actually just not gonna do it. Good. I could just switch it off. Missed seeing you here. So nice, Kristen. Yeah, I think they are being salty. Look at that. Come on, bro. Just because I canceled my subscription, now you're gonna be like, we're gonna make you wait. We're gonna make you wait now, bro. Now you wait. Now your prompt is last in queue. I still paid for the whole month, bro. I still paid. Come on. Come on. How did the festival go, Chef? It went super well. Really well. Like, better than expected in all of the ways that we could have expected for it to go well, and then worse than expected. And then all of the ways I thought it could have potentially gone worse. Right? My mind was like, worst case scenario is there is like stuttering on the footage. That was my mind's worst case scenario. And then my PC ended up breaking. But we ended up at least having all of our work backed up, so we could just retrofit a new solution. Is retrofitting the right word? We could solve the problem afterwards, and the festivaled. So that was nice. Excellent. Yeah, that's true. Bruh. I am not a patient person. And I'm especially not patient with things that I know do not take as much time as they're taking. There we go. I just had to refresh the page. Silly me, as I do. Have the mostest and wondrous day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all, so astonishingly, tremendously, marvelously, heartwarmingly, profoundly, exceptionally, fantastically, splendidly, beautifully, touchingly, melt, and all of you. Oh, so inspiring and understanding, uplifting and compassionate, thoughtful, incredible, loving, amazing, caring, kind friends who sink deeply into a state of rest, letting the world melt away to find profound tranquility. To find profound tranquility. If you figure out where to find the profound tranquilities, let me know. Hit me up. I want to know too. I would like some too, please. Love is to you all. Bless you. Thank you, Kristen. You are loved, dear friend. I love you so much. I appreciate you for joining me again. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow. Giving you all hugs. Giving myself a hug. And then I'll say goodbye for now. Cheers, friends.